Alright, what do I do?
Okay, so it's always a puzzle related to whatever you just did. So, check your inventory. Because, I'll go over to magic. Spell list. Because now you have all the same spells that he had.
Right.
So it's going to be enchant item to get into something. So I guess let's start looking for something we can use to enchant. Remember, it could be all over the house.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, everything's fine. That's just the ambient creepy voices. Other door.
For fucking real, man.
Yeah, the phone is actually ringing.
Bullshit.
Over on the side table there.
Oh, it is actually.
Hello?
Remember me, Alex?
Nope.
This can't be happening.
Oh, check that thing on the wall for me. So yeah, it looks like
Red beats green, green
red
beats blue.
green, green beats blue, blue beats red.
I can actually see it on the capture this time, too, which means that I have the settings good. Stab the door.
That's a bad door. I think it might be in here. Yeah, it is. So that's an enchant lock.
There.
That wasn't it.
Yeah, I know, but it also made the wall bleed. Enchant item.
3 level, and you want sanity. And you want the Gladius. So, each one of the different gods has a different voice, and when you cast, it's in their voice. I think you have to use it. Like, go in your menu.
That's fucking dumb.
Same as Resident Evil.
Yeah, I know.
Like, that's what it's saying. Remember, like, I'm pretty sure this is like a 2001, like, late 2001, early 2002.
Yeah.
You found a spice jar. Check the spice jar.
Alright. A firmly sealed glass spice jar. The faint aroma of Arabian spices is tantalizingly emanating from it. There's a piece of paper inside it. Should Alex open the jar? No.
There we go. The lurking horror.
My liege, the future is yours. The light in the age of darkness has been extinguished. The pillar of flesh has been constructed. The master of chaos, the keeper of the ancients, is long dead. The planets will be in alignment soon. All is prepared for your arrival. I will begin the final incantation that will bring you into our world within days. The
That's
next
probably bad.
millennium
Yeah, that sounds
will
like a not good
truly
thing.
usher in a new age. Your guardians, now prepare the gate.
Just gonna say, pro tip, summoning evil gods of chaos, usually not a great plan. In fact, I'm thinking of the number of times it's worked out, like, in people's favors.
Like never?
And I think the answer is never. Well, no, I can think of one time.
Okay, so I go back to the book now, right?
I think you can just use the page and you'll automatically do it.
Oh.
I will not argue that I was shocked by the sudden mention of one of my ancestors, the distinguished Dr. Maximilian Roivas. It chilled me to my bones. Where had this ancient book come from? How had my ancestor stumbled upon it?
Into it?
I feverishly began to read more, eager to learn his
I think this is
story.
one of my favorite chapters.
It seems that Maximilian had inherited his father's mansion, just as I had. Alone since the death of his wife, and since his children had their own adult lives, he explored the house to discover his family roots.
1760.
It has been 2 weeks since the death of my father, and it has finally come to me to look over the mansion. Now, I am truly alone, and forced to start a new life here in Rhode Island. I intend to make the mansion mine, and live in it as my forefathers have, to continue the family tradition. The mansion has its secrets, I'm sure, and in my time here, I have to make them mine.
So, if I remember correctly, Maximilian has a special collectible thing that you can only get during his section of the game. So, I wouldn't worry about it if you don't find them all, because he has, like, I think it's like notes or something like that that you can only find while you're playing as him. Check your stats, by the way. So, you seem to have pretty good stats. You have flintlock pistols as your thing, which you have to reload after every single shot.
Right.
Check your book there that you have. Oh, this is what it... Yeah. You take notes on stuff. So, the other thing about Maximilian is your stamina is super goddamn low, because if you notice,
He's
Maximilian's a little portly. He doesn't run too good. He doesn't run very fast, and he doesn't run very far before he has to rest. So you've been here, but you should still examine stuff. It looks... A stained glass window, resplendent with bright colors and exquisite workmanship. There is something odd about it, perhaps the curious detail of its shapes and content.
Hello, birdie.
Remember that one wall?
This door, you mean?
The door of the servants' quarters is securely locked. Maximilian, however, can't help but feel uneasy. An ominous presence lurks behind that door, making the hairs on his neck stand on end. Check that door right there.
That scared the shit out of me, actually.
So there are like NPCs in this section. You can like target and accidentally murder them, and that gives you like takes off like half your sanity if you do that. So don't do that. No, don't do that. Seriously.
He just, like, doesn't react to me aiming a gun at him, which is what's really weird.
I mean, it's 2001, man.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and unequip that so I, don't do that on accident.
Look at this retro-ass soundtrack we have playing.
Yeah. Wait. Gimme. Hiya!
Ha! Letter number 1. A letter written, but with some precision in longhand. Dear friend, the antiquity of which you ask is indeed the Tome of Eternal Darkness, or a copy of it, at least. Its secrets are still hidden from me, for I have been unable to read it, as have most scholars who have tried. It will remain within the sanctity of the mansion, for in the wrong hands it would be a powerful weapon. Peruse it if you will, but beware its magic. It is a harsh mistress. Aaron Roivas.
So that's from his dad. That's not a thing I need.
Yeah, that's not important.
Also,
Keeper is frustrated with his life.
A stone tablet carved with strange pictograms is displayed on the mantelpiece. An odd conversation piece, to be sure. And now it's not a conversation piece because it's not on the mantle any longer.
Now it's a new word of power. The mirror's grim reflection returns Max's unquestioning gaze. His face racked with sleepless nights and a strange gleam in his eye hint at a growingly odd demeanor.
Interesting.
Part of the reason I like Maximilian is because Maximilian is the most Lovecraft character in this entire game.
Well, yeah, because it's set in the time frame of most Lovecraftian stuff.
Most Lovecraftian stuff was modern.
Oh, was it?
Was modern for when it was written, which was like the early 1900s to 1930.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like a lot of Lovecraft stuff is like professors and gentlemen as the main characters. Because Lovecraft was an interesting character. I think I talked about him before, because he wrote some cool stories. Boy, was he a horrible racist human being.
I mean, yeah.
Ooh.
That's really trippy. I see flintlock pistol ammo.
Hey, did you know that we actually 3D modeled this area? It's not just a picture like Resident Evil.
Was that what they were trying to do as a selling point?
So, like, as an example for H.P. Lovecraft, H.P. Lovecraft had a black cat, and that cat's name is something I can't tell you.
Wow. Why not?
It's a slur. It's 2 words. It's a slur, and then the word man. So there you go.
We're gonna have words after this.
Ooh, got another letter.
Found a letter.
A letter scrawled by a panicked hand with clotted ink. Dear friend, the house has been forsaken by the ancients. I dare not enter it for fear of my mortal soul. I would suggest that you leave also. Bring the book. It is a far more potent tool than you have learned, and may well swing the balance in our favor. A. Royvis. Ooh, look. Got us another one.
Seemingly out of place in the room. Boy, my servants sure as hell aren't doing their jobs.
Sure had a lot of these magical codexes lying around.
Is it a bat?
A pump handle. What is it doing there? That's a suspiciously puzzle item, isn't it?
A little
It's
bit.
like a can crank in one of the Resident Evil games.
The crank is the ultimate item of everything, you know
Boy,
this.
I feel like I don't actually need this, but I guess I better take it, because it's glowing and special in the environment.
Yep. Alphonse,
What
knock
are
it
you
off.
doing, you butt? Yeah. There is something written beneath the image. When darkness spreads its wings before my master xel'lotath's greatest foe, the path to truth will be opened. So, who is xel'lotath's greatest foe?
The red.
So remember, green beats red.
No,
So is that
red
the-
beats green, green beats blue.
I don't think that's the way the arrows are going up there.
That is totally the way the arrows are going up there. Because if you can see the green and blue right here.
Oh, I thought that was red in the lower left.
Nope.
No, that was. No, never mind. I was wrong. Yeah, red beats green, green beats blue. Okay. Hey, does this room look familiar?
Yes.
Hey, look, this is a little sword. Would you like to take the ornamental saber? So good, you have a weapon that you don't need a gun ammo to use. You required the reveal invisible spell scroll.
Oh, I'm gonna need that for when I'm...
Revealing stuff that's invisible.
Yeah.
around from the other side. Would you like a second flintlock pistol?
Yes, I want dual pistols.
Would you like to dual wield flintlock pistols?
Yes, I would. Alphonse, what the he just knocked your watch on the floor.
Alphonse, chill out!
And you know what he's thinking? Never!